Hello, hello. Attempt number two. Good afternoon. I'm Amanda Fowler. This is the Inspiring Inkin Facebook page. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's Tuesday, the 28th of September, and this is a Crafton chat. Technology issues are striking in my house again. So if you're here, I'm truly grateful. So let me know in the comments and we will see where we get to. I do have to add in the previous one that I have restarted. So hopefully everyone will join me again. So how are we today? Hopefully not getting washed away. Let me just grab my coffee. Today is a 3-cup of coffee day. I am only really supposed to have 2. But today is a 3-cup of coffee day. I will tell you about my day momentarily when I've slurped some. So those of you who are my team members who were with me this morning, is the quality of this video better than the team this morning? My hope is that it is. Well, kind of my hope is it is, but also my hope is it isn't, because, like I said, technology issues strike again. Let's have a look. So who is here? Janet and Pauline. Hi, Mum. Michelle and Jen and Gillian and Lorraine and Chris and Angela. Awesome. Gillian saying it's much better than this morning. That's good. It's kind of good. It's good because it's better than this morning. It's not good because this is the original setup that I had, and this morning was my new setup. So I've got some tweaking to do. New technology. Don't you love it? Not today. Don't love it today. For those of you that have been with me for forever, or at least since the original lockdown 18 months ago, I have had my fair share of technology issues, and I thought I'd cracked it. And then when I replayed the video, I did a team talk. So I have a team talk every Tuesday morning, and it was blurry. It was like I was in soft focus. And you know, that's not a bad thing because you can't see the wrinkles quite so much. But I'm so used to the videos being so crisp because of this camera, it seemed very odd. Very odd indeed. So we will see. I'm going to have to do some more tweaking in and out with all of the technology, and then we will see. Right, Janet's having problem with the transmission, keeps breaking up. Could somebody type for me in the comments for Janet to get her to try and pause? It's helping a lot, particularly with iPads for some reason. I don't know why. It might just be the app, but if you pause me, so this is set up so you can, if you pause me and wait like 15-20 seconds and then press play again, quite often that's enough of a buffer, I guess, for it to steady the stream out. But if that doesn't work, when this new technology is working, then we'll be all good and you'll be able to watch me either here on Facebook or live on YouTube. But we will see. Okay, So, what have we been up to today? This week, I thought we'd just have a quick catch up. Has anybody got any exciting news to share? Anyone been out? Or got some holidays booked? Or who started their Christmas shopping? How about that? It's nearly the end of September, peoples. Nearly the end of September. We've got 3 months. And normally by now I have done my Christmas shopping. And I've done nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you see, that's because I haven't been shopping. This is the issue. So normally throughout the year, whenever we go places, I gather up things knowing, oh, that'll be perfect for so and so and so and so. And normally, kind of this time of year, I go to my Christmas boxes that are in the wardrobe and I pull everything out and go, okay, so that's for those people. So I need to get such and such. And, you know, and it's easy and I make a list and I'm done. And then I can just go and get the extra bits. But there's nothing in the boxes because I've not been anywhere to buy anything. So it's not so good at all. At all. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to be hitting Etsy and not on the high street. They're some of my favourite shops for kind of, you know, unique type gifts or handmade gifts, that kind of thing. So if you've got any top tips about Christmas shopping, online shopping, any kind of shopping, then put those in the comments as well. So we've got quite a few people. Oh, yay! Lots of people saying the pausing's worked. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. So I think it's something to do with the download speeds or the technology. But I'm so pleased it's worked. Gillian is organising a craft fair for the end of October, her first this year. That'll be awesome, Gillian. Lovely. Lynn, good afternoon. Anne has been on a cruise calling at Belfast and Weymouth, and she did some Christmas shopping. That's good. That's good. And Paul's with Janet. Oh, Janet, that must be amazing for you. Brilliant. His first visit for 2 years. You see, there's so much of that going on, isn't there? So many family reunions. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Janet and Margaret, pausing's helping. Yes, 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 yes. Hooray. There we go. So remember that for tonight, for Craft Along. Okay, remember the pausing. Donna's back. Hello. How are you, Donna? Awesome. Right. So yeah, Christmas shopping. I need some hints and tips. And yeah, any other exciting things to share with me? I had one crazy week last week. It's been crazy since I had holiday. And I think it's probably because I haven't had a holiday in 18 months, 2 years. And you come back into it, don't you? And there's just so much to do. And I thought I'd spaced it out sufficiently. But then there's been a little bit of a glitch with some UPS deliveries. So for those of you that are patiently waiting for your UPS deliveries, thank you for being so patient. Stamping Up are doing their level best to deal with UPS and work out what is going on. It just seems some random orders, because it's not consistent at all. Random orders are getting stuck at Stanford La Hope, or now known as Stanford No Hope. And they seem to just kind of be in this terminal loop there. And eventually they break free and then they're on their way. So rest assured, I am tracking everybody's parcel. Every morning, every lunchtime, every night, I am tracking all your parcels. It's probably another reason why last week was crazy. So I am on it, I'm checking, and if I see movement or something, you know, that might mean that you're getting your parcel sooner, then I will let you know. But thank you for your patience with that. I also had to do lots of work on Saturday. And for those of you that read the blog post, I've had quite a few giggles of people sending me messages because I was quoting some Take That lyrics because I'd got the music on full blast as I was writing my blog post. It was my last job of the day on Friday, on Saturday even. I should have done it on Wednesday. So that tells you, didn't it, what kind of a week I had. That was Wednesday's job. And I finished it on Saturday. But nevertheless, I had Sunday off and chilled out a lot, which was really good. And technology issues aside, this week is shaping up to be okay. Got lots of crafting to do and lots of videos and things to make. So it is a busy week, but it'll be fine. Hello, Paul. Thank you for joining us. Jen saying thank you for all I'm doing with the parcel tracking. Bless you, Jen. Thank you. Yeah, it's so frustrating because when we order our stuff, we want it now. And normally it's here so quick. But every now and again, we have a glitch. But I'm on it. I am working on it. Okay, so I've got a few things to tell you today. The first of which I have mentioned already. It's the 28th of September. That's crackers. I don't know where this year's gone at all. But it does mean you've got 2 days, today and 2 days, to get, let me see, your celebration items. Okay, so these finish on Thursday. So if you have not yet got your amazing mermaid paper, that end, your penguin paper, your lovely cottage stamp set, your black and white paper, deer paper, let's see what else there is, sheep stamps, that end, sheep stamps and sheep dies, really cool textures and frames, and flower dies. Or the dahlia stamps. You need to get an order in because they'll be gone and then you'll be sad because you won't be able to get them anymore. Also, I don't know why I'm erming. This is happening this morning. I try really hard when I'm on camera not to go because that's quite annoying. So I'm going to try not to. You have to tell me off when I do that. So I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh yes. So October craft along. You've only got 2 more days to get a kit for free. So that's really important. So make sure you do that. or if you just want to purchase the kit for Craft Along, it's £15, and the link is on my blog, so you can go and purchase a kit there. And then I have something really, 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 really exciting to... Oh, I'm reading the comments and I saw £6, 12 ounces, and I'm thinking, what's that? And I'm scrolling up. Judith has got a new baby in the house. Sydney, £6, 12 ounces. Oh, she can't stay, unfortunately. I'm not surprised. I would be cuddling that baby too, given the choice. Karen's not been on for a while. She's back. Thank you, Karen. Lovely to see you. And oh, Margaret went out for a special meal at the weekend to celebrate her wedding anniversary. How many years have you been married, Margaret? Okay, so I've reminded you about celebration and about Craft Along. And for those of you that have booked for September Craft Along, it's tonight. Don't forget. You need to be in the Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner group on Facebook. I will be starting at 7 o'clock promptly. And make sure you've got all your kit and your glue and beverage, and we will get started at 7. Good morning, Kathy Jean. And see you later, Judith. Okay, so now I have some very exciting news. So on Friday, 1st of October, I am launching my Bog Off sale. My buy one, get one free sale. And it's going to run for the entire month of October. Now, it's going to be a big sale because I normally run this every year and I run it in person, and obviously I've not run it for a couple of years, so I have a lot of stamps and dies and papers and all sorts of stuff, mountains of it. You should see the spare rooms. Oh dear, there's piles and piles of it. So it's going to start at 9 o'clock on Friday, and this is how it's going to work. There is a website, and I'll be emailing out the link to the website at 9 o'clock on Friday. So make sure you're on my mailing list. If you're not on my mailing list, you'll have to go to my blog to get it. I'll probably put it here on Facebook as well, so everybody can see the link. But you need to go there to shop. And I've put everything in categories. So, you know, you've got stamps and punches and dies and paper and so on. You put whatever you would like in the basket. And then you have a voucher code, which is a BOGOFF21, and all of the information's in the email that I send. And what that will do, it will basically give you 100% discount on those retired items. Now, these items are loved items. Some are very well loved. Some are brand new. You can see what they are because there are pictures, and there are pictures of the stamps, so you can see how inky they were and so on. And basically you just pay postage for those items, or should I say you pay a contribution towards the postage. It's £2.95, and there's also the option of adding in a donation to the breast cancer charity that's called Breast Cancer Now. And I always used to raise money for breast cancer care, but they have merged with another charity. So it's called Breast Cancer Now. And you've got the opportunity to add that on. So you can add a donation. If you're local to me, you can collect, and there's an option for that. So you can actually put to collect, and then you won't pay any postage. If you are in France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you can also shop with me. So you just tick the international box. It'll pick it up when you put your address in, and you'll pay £5.95 is your contribution towards the postage. So what you need to do is see how much your total is. So if you've put £50 worth of products into your bog off basket, you check out and you pay your postage. Then within 48 hours, what you need to do is go to my online store and place an equivalent order. So a £50 order in my Stamping Up website. When I see that that order has come through, I will match the two together. Stamping Up via UPS will send you your new products, and I will post you your bog off products. So I hope that makes sense to you. But if it doesn't, can you put a comment? Because then I'll know. Donna, yeah, the sale is only for the UK, France, Germany, Austria, and the Netherlands. Stamping Up rules, I'm afraid, they're the only places I am allowed to sell to. So sorry, but not you, Donna. Now I have to say that my bog off sale is one of my biggest activities, if you like, that I run. It's always really busy. So I've got a few top tips for you. The first thing is shop as soon as you can. And I appreciate 9 o'clock on a Friday morning isn't necessarily the best time for anybody, but when you have a moment to be able to shop, shop. Get everything into your basket and check out as soon as possible. Most things I only have one of. So, you know, at the end of the day, if I've only got one of something, then if somebody else has popped it in their basket, you're not going to get it. So that is, you know, a really important thing. There is a shop all button. So instead of going through the categories one by one, if you click that, you can just see all of the items and just scroll through. Like I said, there are photos of everything. So for a stamp set, for instance, there'll be a photo of the front cover of the stamp set and the inside. So you can actually see like I said, the state of the stamps. Everything is sold as seen. So if there is any damage or anything's missing, then it actually says it in the description. I think there's only like 1 or 2 stamp sets that something's missing, or a die is missing. So yeah, so for those instances, just make sure that you read the description. And the thing that does seem to confuse people as well is I am posting the bog off parcels on a Tuesday and a Friday. Basically because if I don't set those days, I'm going to be going to the post office every single day. And it's much easier for me to do everything in a batch. And because I've got to wait 48 hours to give you that opportunity to place your your matching order, it just seemed to make sense just to have a couple of days in the week or when I go to the post office. So yeah, if you've got questions, let me know. Margaret, been married 23 years, working towards silver. Yeah, not long to go then. Only a couple of years. Okay, so slurp my coffee. Then I've got a card. Well, a couple of cards, but one kind of style to show you, because I thought since my brain is in Christmas mode currently, it's just where it is, I thought I would show you some really fast cards. Chris is asking, will my bog off include items from the 2019-2020 catalogue? Absolutely, Chris. So what I do with my bog off is I gather items. I just keep kind of rolling the items on. So there are even wooden stamps from a few years ago. So some of the stuff is 3 or 4 years old potentially. So there may be stamp sets in there for those of you that are a bit newer that you've never seen before. So, you know, it's really cool to see all the different stamps and things. So yeah, I have a big pile. There are hundreds. Oh, so there's one more thing. Normally, orders over £40 can get Craft Along for free. That isn't going to happen in October. So nobody is going to get Craft Along for free in October. So that's the November Craft Along. Basically, my reward for you guys shopping with me is your bog off items. So obviously, you're going to be getting lots of extra goodies. So what I've decided to do is just suspend it for the months. Craft Along, though, is still going ahead. So Craft Along in November is still going to happen, but you'll need to purchase a Craft Along kit. So you'll need to do your budgeting to make sure that you've got your £15 for the class, because I would love to see you all there. So come along to the Craft Along. Hi, Joanne. She's saying she's a bit late. That's fine. And Jenny's in bed, obviously, because she's the other side of the world. She's been married 7.5 years. Now, we celebrated our 32nd, 32 years, 3 weeks ago. Long time. Right, let's get crafting, shall we? Let's see. Let me move my coffee out of the way and cover over the camera. Whoa! Let's just see what we've got. Let's see how wonky everything is. Right. Move that. Trim up. Okay. So, what have I got? Merriest Moments. Now, this was out on my desk. This is what we're using in the retreat. And I'm using the Season's Greetings from this one, which is awesome. And then I thought I would make a birthday card as well. So I'm using Party Puffins and a Happy Birthday. So I just need to get that out. I just wanted some long, thin sentiments. There are no measurements today. Nada. Nothing. Basically, because this is going to encourage you to use strips of paper. So, like that. Just getting everything out of the basket. And I'm using the Tidings of Christmas patterned paper. So it's a 6-inch stack. And the colours are Cherry Cobbler, Evening Evergreen, Misty Moonlight, Sahara Sand, Soft Succulent and Whisper White. And if anybody can tell me where my soft succulent ink pad is, I would be truly grateful. I only have one. Most of the ink pads I have multiples of, but for some reason I only have one and I can't find it. And it's not like I've been very far. So I'm thinking that you can use strips of your scraps of your papers, but because I haven't got any or many strips, I'm just going to cut some. But I'm guessing that you probably have some, and I'm going to cut sort of 1/2-inch strips. Ooh, not with the scoring blade, I'm not. I've got some 1/2-inch strips and then some 3/4-inch strips. And maybe even some 1/4-inch strips, so skinny strips. Now, if you are like me and you trim your cardstock down, I cut it to 8 by 5 3/4. I always end up with tiny strips of card. So what I would say is, you know, use those as well. Right, on that one as well. So let's just see. So I've just got random strips. Now we have done, if you like this particular card that I'm going to show you, over the past 18 months, we have done so many card techniques using scraps. So, you know, go back either here on Facebook or on YouTube and check them out. So I've got some strips. I've got some mats and layers. I've got a few gems as well. Oh, love these gems. These are the wondrous gems. And then these ones are the brushed metallic adhesive dots. And if you're craft alonging tonight, you will have some of these in your kit. They're very cool. And then I've got card blanks. So Cherry Cobbler, Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, and then some layers. So I might just have to trim these down because they're too big. So let's trim a couple of these down. So again, measurements aren't important here. It is just the technique that's important. So. Ooh. Okay. Right, let me just... Anne saying it's hidden in plain sight. I wish it was, Anne. Honestly, it's driving me crackers. Okay, so I am going to use my happy birthday stamp with my evening evergreen. And I am going to stamp it just there. Okay, so on an angle, and I'll just put that to one side, and then I'm going to do the same with the Christmas card, the season's greetings. Yeah, I'm going that way. I like that way better. Like so. Okay, so we're going to start with the Christmas card, and then I'll do the birthday card. And what we're going to do is we're going to play with our strips. So I do like this one. See, this is going to be the tricky thing, because it's like, oh, what shall I do? So we are going to put these on here like this. And like so. Now, I think I'm actually going to go. Oh, do you know what we're going to do? I wasn't going to do this. I was going to stop with 2, but I'm not. I'm going to go with 4. How about that? I might have to cut some more strips now, but never mind. There you go. So you just need to wiggle these about until you've got a distance that you are happy with, and then just glue them down. Oh, that's a top tip. So Chris keeps her narrow cut-off strips in a knitting needle case. And that keeps them straight. Okay. That's really cool. Now there is a danger, as I'm sticking these down, that the glue is going to go over the edge and I'm going to end up sticking it to my grid paper, but that's okay. I will fix that. We'll just strip it off. There we go. Oh, and then one more. Like so. Okay, and then, yeah. So your top tip for today is do this on a silicone mat. Okay, just make sure that they are straight, and then use your scissors or a trimmer, but for me it's easier to use my scissors because then I don't get glue all over my trimmer, which is a constant battle in my world. I have to clean these scissors afterwards. And honestly, this is awesome. When you turn it over, it's like, it's so cool. So I won't turn it over just yet. Keep you in suspense. And probably we're going to put it on there. On there. So let's just glue that down. Oh, glue that down like that. A tiny bit there that just needs snipping off. Look at that. So a really speedy card. You're using up your scraps, and obviously you can do exactly the same for your inside. Just put a couple of strips. Oop. So you can match the inside as well. And stick that down. Angela's sharing with us that Chris has got so many scraps. She's filled one knitting needle box and she's starting on another. See, that's what friends do, Chris, isn't it? Oh dear, there you go. So there's a Christmas card. So Chris, you need to make these cards then. That's what you definitely need to do. So that's one. So let's go again, but this time use the happy birthday. I'm going to have to cut some more strips though, since I used lots. So what I think I'll do this time is have some really skinny strips. So some 1/4 inch strips. Let's have a look at how that looks, as well as some thicker strips. And I'm doing it in symmetrical patterns. But you don't have to. You can, obviously, have random patterns. So let's have a play with that and see what that looks like. My organized brain, and I know I don't really have an organized brain because I'm a crafter and our brains are not actually that organized, but I do like things to be symmetrical. Truth be told. Thank you, Donna. She's saying clean and simple. Yeah. That's what we like. Right, so let's have a look. So I don't really want holly for this one because what I'm trying to do is make it a birthday card. So let's just play with some kind of random samples. Let's play with like a really skinny one there, look. And then a fat one. Oh, another skinny one. Oh, we see, quite like this now, look. Oh, can we cope with that? think I can. I quite like that. Apart from my leaves are all upside down. We will deal with that. Put the leaves the right way up. Oh, I am quite liking that, and it's not symmetrical, so that's pretty interesting. Okay, so I will glue that down in a minute. Now, just so you can see, so these pieces at the top and the bottom, you're only using a little bit of it. So do kind of move that around, because then obviously you're going to have an extra bit of a scrap there that you can use on something else. Donna's saying it's clean and simple. It's a great idea. And Julia's saying hello. She's had her first golf lesson today. How did you do with your golf lesson, Julia? And was it local? Because if it was local, my guess is you're a drowned rat because it's been raining hard here today. Oh, wonderful. And they've been celebrating their 51st wedding anniversary on Sunday. That's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Marlene's approving of this card, or this layout, should I say. So that is good. And I think since I've gone non-symmetrical with this, I think you can, you know, the gaps in between as well, you can kind of make that different. Might be a bit too rebellious, but I would give it a go. I would also say just take a moment, just take your time, just to make sure that they are kind of parallel. So you can kind of see here that, you know, I've made it equal distance from the H end to the Y end away from the happy birthday. But I don't think necessarily you need to worry about, you know, whether the gaps are the same all the way down. Since we are kind of going for a bit of a random pattern. Julia says she was lucky because the lesson was inside. Yeah, you would have got soaked. It's really funny actually, because the garden needs the rain so much, and it did rain a bit overnight, but not very much at all. And we've had a few kind of real downpours today, and then of course it stopped again. Move all those bits out to one side. Da, da, da. There we go. So we are going to put that I was deciding. I'll put that on an evening evergreen layer. I'm so pleased with this. Apart from that piece there, oh look, it's being too frugal with that card, and that bit there isn't quite, darn it, isn't quite meeting the edge. I'm just going to do a bit of trimming. It's going to break my heart now because I'm going to have glue on the trimmer, but I'll sort that out in a minute. That's what alcohol wipes are for, to clean the glue off your trimmer. Right, let's stick that back down again now. It's much better. There we go. Oh, I'm very excited about that one. There we go. So let's move all of the rubbish out of the way. Let's just flatten out that card. There you go. So what do we think? Let me bring them up a little bit so make them nice and zoomed in. I'll bring that one in. And that one. Got a bit of glue on there now. Right, so what do we think? Have you got some strips of papers that you can actually use to make some of these cards? I don't know what we're going to call them actually. Diagonal strip cards? Not sure that that is necessarily. How about diagonal scrap cards? Yeah, because strip cards, I don't know, doesn't quite sound right. So Sue's not sure. Margaret likes them. Chris is loving this one. Michelle's liking them and Donna is too. Fabby. Marlene loves them too. Awesome. And just think, how quick and easy is it going to be for you to make a pile of them? But like I said, so my top tips, glue it down on a silicone on a silicone mat so that you don't end up tearing your paper underneath. And if you've got several of them going at once, where you end up with your offcuts, you might be able to use those as well. Okay, so I am going to love you and leave you. I've got to prepare for craft along for tonight. Do join my craft along group. So it's here on Facebook. And if you search for Inspiring Inkin Crafting Corner, you'll find it. And everybody is welcome to hang out over there. We talk about all sorts of different crafts, not just paper crafts and rubber stamping and card making. We talk about sewing and crochet and baking and DIY even sometimes, and all sorts of different crafts. So do come and hang out with us over there. If you are in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, you can actually purchase from me and get the class for free, or buy a kit. And for my international friends, there will be an option coming soon. Yeah, there will be an option coming soon. So bear with me on that. Brilliant. Okay, so Scylla's loving them too. Janet has got lots of scrap pieces available. Thank you for hanging out with me this afternoon. See you at 7 o'clock. Thanks, Anne. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Donna. I'll see you all again next week. Goodbye.